the roar of an angel that can shatter your favorite glasses. This is Lexus LFA, a supercar for which the first 150 customers were forced to sign an agreement to ensure that they did not resell it for profit. And after achieving the fastest ever recorded lap time on this racetrack of France,
I'm going to say it. It's the best car I've ever driven. It really is.
I mean, check out the sound of this monster. It's as if you have awoken a beast that has been sleeping quietly for centuries. And not only is he awake, but he is also angry. I mean very, very, very angry. Now, the most astonishing part is only 500 of these monstrous cars were made by Toyota in December 2012. However, 8 years after its manufacturing, customers worldwide were still racing to get their hands on this beast. Not to forget, the cost for this masterpiece was 6 times more than Nissan GT-R. But when you park Lexus LFA with Nissan GT-R and other supercars, your finger will automatically point towards LFA. So what was so unique about this car that relieved Lamborghini after it realized that Toyota will be manufacturing only 500 of these models? And why did it take almost 10 years to build this $375,000 supercar? Don't forget to watch till the end, because on February 2016, Lexus European boss Alain Utenhoven openly confirmed that there would be no new model of LFA ever in the future. However, it has been revealed that Toyota is secretly working on a powerful LFA model. Interesting. So the year 2000 marked the inception of unique and enormously attractive 21st century supercars. And the dramatic entry was made by Lamborghini Murcielago in 2001. Oh, the breathtaking sound of its exhaust. Moving on to 2002, Ferrari Enzo jumped onto the field with its own unique style, but somehow failed to compete with Murcielago. Anyways, now the sudden shift towards powerful supercars with their cutting-edge design and their brand name shining at the front pinched Toyota so much that they wanted to prove that they were a worthy opponent in the market. Well, why wouldn't they? Toyota is even today the largest car company in the world, with an astonishing 10.5 million vehicles sold in 2021. So Akio Toyoda, who is the CEO of Toyota Motors, decided that yes, we would launch something so powerful that it would change how the world drives supercars. And in 2002, they started working on the LFA model with the codename TXS. Kind of a weird name, but acceptable enough to work in a disguised manner. Now, as Toyota was lagging behind its competitors, in June of 2003, it started testing its first LFA prototype at Nürburgring Racetrack, Germany. The reason why they started testing on this Grand Prix racetrack is that the LFA chief engineer Haruhiko Tanahashi wanted to make the engine sound like a Formula 1 race car, but at the same time it should be reliable and have sufficient vibration control. As you know, the media could not sit quietly until they grabbed hold of something spicy to share with the public. They started reporting about the testing of an unpublished LFA model. And before they could reveal further, Toyota, in January of 2005, launched this LFA concept at the North America International Auto Show in Detroit. But with the objective of no plans for production. Why? Because unlike Lamborghini and others, Toyota wanted to achieve perfection. So on its launch, it was just sitting there to hear what the public had to say. Good strategy, but can it meet customers' expectations? Well, the first LFA concept had pretty interesting features. It had a glass roof with cameras installed in the side mirrors, triangle-shaped triple exhausts, and an elevated muscular shape that could force you to look at it for hours. Luckily, the response from the public on the show was beyond expectation. Thus, it gave a green signal to Tanahashi to begin its production. But Tanahashi said, wait, let's take some more time. I want people to say yes. This is what we have been waiting for. I mean, he didn't exactly say that. You know what I mean. Surprisingly, Tanahashi was ready to wait for the perfect LFA model, despite the launch of the superjet Bugatti Veyron in 2005. Now, with the launch of Bugatti in the market, Tanahashi and Akio Toyoda were ready for the competition. And this time, they did not hire more engineers from worldwide. Instead, they brought in the finest engineers from Toyota's Formula 1 team. Wow, but the actual question is, what would a Formula 1 team do here? Well, they had some powerful suggestions that no competitor had ever thought of before. And that was switching from an aluminum body to a carbon fiber body that Bugatti decided on its Vitesse model in 2012, which was almost 7 years after Toyota Formula One team decided for LFA. Astonishingly, the suggestion of the Formula One team worked. In other words, it helped improve LFA's power-to-weight ratio after 65% of its body was made from carbon fiber. And when it crossed 322 km per hour top speed, Tanahashi was satisfied that the time had finally come to launch this bad boy in the market. So on the 5th of August in 2009, at a conference at the Center for Automotive Research in the United States, Akio Toyoda publicly confirmed the production of LFA packed with V10 engines by Yamaha. And on October 21st, 2009, this bad boy was revealed to the world at the 41st Tokyo Motor Show. You should have seen the look on everyone's face, the perfect expression Toyota waited almost 10 years to see. With carbon fiber allowing the supercar to adopt extremely sharp edges and two giant air scoops at the back, Lexus LFA quickly grabbed everyone's attention for the entire show. Don't even get me started on the engine. With 9,000 RPM and 72 degrees angle of the V10 engine, allowing it to easily balance the firing force from the pistons, there was no stepping back. Moving on to the selling part of this model, you will be surprised to know that buyers were selectively chosen by Toyota. Yes, this means if you wanted to buy this car in 2010, you would have had to apply and wait for your turn to get selected or not. So if you were not selected, despite the fact that you had sufficient money in your pocket, it does not matter to Toyota. Wow. Although the option to purchase this car was open to customers from around the world, Toyota adopted a unique strategy to satisfy the customers who were selected. You see, at the Tokyo Motor Show, they revealed a website called LFA Configurator, which allowed clients to choose from over 30 billion possible designs for their LFA, from interior to exterior colors to the design of the steering wheel leather. The customers were given the perfect opportunity to design their car like a Need for Speed game. Not to forget, in the entire European market, there was only one store in Park Lane, London, from where you could purchase this model, and the buyers who were selected for this model were personally given a test drive by the racing champion Scott Pruitt at Auto Club Speedway, California. Awesome! It must have been a powerful experience for the people who owned it. To be more specific, Paris Hilton owned the 108th number of this model, which also had the signature of the engineer who assembled this model for her. Now, I know we are talking about a decade-old supercar, but here's the most interesting part. Japanese magazine Best Car recently revealed that Toyota is working on a limited edition LFA with a mysterious 4.0-liter V8 engine, packed with 2 turbochargers, and it is going to launch in 2025. Now, this is the prototype of the new LFA that is being circulated on the internet, but what would it look like in reality? Only time will tell. We do not know how much it would cost or how many models they would manufacture, but all we know is that it will be a gasoline-electric hybrid version that could touch 60 miles per hour in 2 seconds, and a maximum speed of 430 miles per hour. Seems like the Bugatti Chiron, which currently stands at 304 miles per hour, needs to rethink its design. So what are your views on this monster supercar? Do you think it can beat the Bugatti Chiron? Tell us in the comment section below. And if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to mention them in the comment section. We will surely respond to your request. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the like button if you like this video. Thank you so much for watching.